All right, welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for NFL Pregame Party, Week 8 Tailgate. It's good to see you guys. As usual, I am joined by one of my usual suspects. I don't know where John is this morning. He might be busy. I don't know. I'll text him here in a second. Matter of fact, let me do that now. Just because I'd hate for him to think we didn't care about him. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and text him and say, yo. We'll just say, yo, with an exclamation point. Send it to him. See what happens. You never know. He might be away from his computer. You never know. But Knock is here. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Not too bad.
Not too bad, huh? Not too bad. Early this morning, we had about a half an hour beforehand. Gridiron Masters was here, and I believe he's still in the chat. I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure he is. It's good to see you, my man. And Keely Chow, the Alabama Crimson Tide fan, is in the house. Good to see you. He says, hey, everybody. And Wolverine. Hey, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. Good to see you in here to check out the football news this morning. So, we got Week 8 upon us in the NFL, but it's Week 9 in college football, if I am correct. Of course, Knock could know that better than I would. But let's go ahead and get the games up so we can talk about them. Started on Tuesday. As Knock said, we had a game every day last week, right? Isn't that what you told me?
We have a game every day until the November 24th.
You're kidding me.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
For some reason, that Wednesday before Thanksgiving, they're like, nah, we don't want a game.
Nah, we don't want any games.
And when I say every day, I mean college and NFL. So either or.
Yep. We started with Kennesaw State and Florida International. Kennesaw State took care of business. My heart is broken. My Bulldogs are not having a good year. Western Kentucky, the Hilltoppers, one of the stupidest mascots I've ever seen. It's a big red mound. Beat us. So,
yeah, I think they went for 2 in overtime and got it. I think that's what put them over the top on that one.
Really? Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, they're showing 8 points. Yeah, they decided to go for the win in overtime, looks like. That's the thing. I mean, when you go second, and you feel like you've got the kind of play that can win you the game, I guess, hey, fortune favors the bold, as they say. So, let's see. Middle Tennessee State and Delaware was on Wednesday. The Fighting Blue Hens come out on top in that one. Missouri State and New Mexico State. Did you see any of these games, buddy?
I watched a little bit of them. Yeah, mostly the highlights, but I did have them on at some point. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool about Delaware and Missouri State. They're both first year in the FBS, and both trying to become bowl eligible. They're 2 games away from being bowl eligible in their first year of the FBS, which I think technically they can't do a bowl game unless there's not enough teams that make it.
Oh, I hear you.
So they have a chance.
Keely Chow says, for a stupid mascot, the red mound is kind of cute. Look, I play a lot of college football as the Tech Bulldogs, and I see that mascot all the time. He's goofy looking. Then Thursday, we had the South Alabama. What is that? Cougars or something? I don't know. I'm not sure. Jaguars. That's it. Mm-hmm. South Alabama Jaguars against the Panthers of Georgia State. I don't even know either one of those teams. Couldn't comment, but I do know North Texas, and they got back on track in a big way. Wow, 54. Oof. Yeah, that's laying a smackdown. It's scores like this that make me shy away from watching a college football game. Really, it can get really lopsided really quick. California, or Cal as they're known, the Cal Bears, they played the Virginia Tech Hokies and got beat. Is Virginia Tech starting to get back to their winning ways, or is just Cal that bad?
Cal is weird.
They're psychotic. You don't know which team's going to show up.
Yeah, they started out really good, and then I think one weeks they got blanked out, like 30-0 or something like that. It's been really, and it was to a group of 5 team too, if I remember correctly, like San Diego State or something like that. So California is definitely weird, but Virginia Tech have been playing a lot better since they fired their coach. That's for sure. So it's definitely improvement on Tech side, but also how crazy California.
You hear that, LSU? Fire your coach. Things will turn around. Damn it. That seems to be the trend in college football this year. If you fire your coach, you start winning. Boise State didn't need to fire their coach. Nope. They whomped on Nevada. Wow, man. Okay. Almost skunked them. That's pretty good, man. Let's see. Then we got Saturday's games. We had a bunch of them. Indiana holds serve in a big way. Do you think they deserve that number 2 ranking? Are they the strength of schedule and everything? Okay.
I think there's a decent chance that they'll actually go down to 3 this week, mainly because of Texas A&M, the next game on there. But you never know.
Yeah. Okay.
But they're definitely top 3.
Then I was sitting in a pew today at church, ladies and gentlemen, and I heard a husband and wife talking, and the husband told his wife it's going to take $54 million. That's how much it's going to cost to buy him out. And I turned around and I said, "You talking about Kelly, aren't you?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "Man, yeah, it's bad." I mean, he has no one else to blame. There's no one he can point fingers at now. I mean, it's time for him to go. Everybody in Louisiana knows it, and I hate it for him. He seems to be a decent guy and everything, but he hasn't put it together in 4 years at LSU, and they're just not used to losing down there. So his days are numbered. A&M puts the smackdown on them, and they're ranked number 3. Do you think they deserve that number 3 ranking?
Well, like I said, I don't know what the AP polls are going to say. I think there's a chance with that win, although LSU has been kind of disappointing, so I don't know if it'll be enough to put them over Indiana, especially because of how good Indiana's been playing. But, yeah, top 3 teams absolutely are Ohio State, who was idle this week, Indiana, and Texas A&M for sure.
Yep. Hang on, let me grab this and get it out of the way so I can manipulate it. Okay. Then we've got Keely Chow's Roll Tide rolling on. Now, did I see that Carolina was ahead in this game at one point?
They did. They choked it away. Yeah, they absolutely choked it away.
They blew it, huh? Yeah, well, what you gonna do? This is what happens, But, yeah, the Tide, they've worked their way back to number 4. They're doing well, man. They really are. Didn't think they'd be down long without Saban. Because they just, look, that school has a great set of pipelines that they get their athletes from, and they're always going to be good. They really are. Let's see what's next. Wisconsin and Oregon. Oregon won, but they should have won bigger than this, I think. I don't know. This 21-7.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
honestly didn't watch this game because I don't think much of Wisconsin. So
That's what I'm saying. If they're
yeah,
ranked 6, they should have fucking blown the door off of these
I don't know. It
doors
could
off
be
of
one
these
of those
guys.
cases where I think Oregon's got a pretty big opponent coming up here soon. I think they play Iowa in a few weeks. I don't think next week, but after that, maybe they were looking ahead a little bit. I'm not sure, but definitely disappointing, especially at home.
Yep. Yep. Let's see. We got Syracuse and number 7, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech being at 7 does my heart good. I think of our boy Colin whenever I see that. Who went to school with Roman Reigns, by the way, when he was a linebacker at Georgia Tech. 41-16. Syracuse not having a good year in the ACC, but Georgia Tech is rolling. What do I click on their name to see their schedule? Is that what I do? Or
Yeah, you can middle click it,
okay,
and that should take it over to their
sure.
regular schedule.
Let's take a look here and see. Is it a case of who have you played? It might be.
Bit.
It might be. Yeah.
There's a reason they're ranked 7th and not higher. I think if they had played an SEC team earlier on, a good one, they probably and then won. I mean,
that last game of the season. Oh,
yeah. The good thing about that is that it's not a conference game, so for either team. So it's actually a really nice one to have. It's even
it's a
if they
state rivalry, of course. Georgia Tech.
even if they don't win that one, as long as they keep it like they did last year when they went to 8th overtime,
right?
they'll be in the playoffs for sure if they can win out.
All right. Yeah, I was just wondering if they were too highly touted there. But, I mean, at this point, if you're undefeated, you need to be up in the higher rankings for sure because you've got a lot of football under your belt. And, how many games on average do they play? Is it 11 or 12?
They all play 12.
They all play 12. Okay, so they are 2/3 of the way through their season and undefeated, so they need to be up there,
Yeah.
Ole Miss beating my Oklahoma Sooners yesterday. I saw some of this. The defense was holding them down a little bit at the beginning, but they're going to melt under some bad offense, so, what are you going to do? I like Mateer being there, but it's going to be another year before we can actually be considered even a threat to the good teams. So, like I told you, once I saw they lost to Texas, I knew that was it for them. So, Ole Miss, I like their quarterback. I like he's got some stuff to learn, but he's very talented.
It's crazy because he was in the FCS last year. That's how crazy that one is.
Yeah, he won the championship in that. So,
it's not easy to go from one level to another.
Right, it's not. I understand that,
but
but he was playing at a championship level at that lower tier.
So still, 19K I think was the most he'd ever played in front of versus almost 100K.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big difference taking that step up, no doubt.
He's 2 weeks in a row. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah. Okay, so the next game was Stanford, Miami, number 9. Oh, breaks my heart to see them at number 9. They bounced back, of course.
They did.
But, it's that hopefully they'll make the playoff. I like this team. Man, getting off the bus, these guys look tough, man. They're big guys. I love their running back. He's a freight train. And they beat the shit out of Stanford. That was a get-right game for them. Missouri dumps to Vanderbilt. Wow. Disappointing for John. That may be why we don't see John this morning. He may be in mourning over his Mizzou, his beloved Mizzou. But, Vanderbilt's a tough team. That quarterback they got this year, they should. Do you think he's going to be in the Heisman running? What do you think?
No, I don't think his stats are there.
Okay.
I think the popularity is probably there, but the stats aren't. So
yeah, gotcha. Okay. Then we got BYU and Iowa State. BYU holds serve. They're undefeated still. I think they're in the Big 12 now, right? And they're doing well. Oklahoma State gets blanked by Texas Tech. I hate both of these teams, but if one of them is going to win, I'm glad it's the Red Raiders because I don't like the Cowboys. No, That's an in-state rival of my beloved Oklahoma Sooners. So this is good for me. For 1 week, Texas Tech can have their fun time. Virginia against North Carolina. Yeah, Belichick. Is he even on the sidelines now, or is he too busy hanging out with his girlfriend?
Yeah, this was a case of now this was, as mentioned in that was it Western Kentucky Louisiana game?
Yeah.
Bill decided they scored and could have tied it up and forced overtime. They decided to go for 2 and didn't get it. They went to win for the upset. Unfortunately, they
Oh no!
didn't get it. So that was the.
Oh no!
That was the end. I was watching the end of that game for sure.
Yeah. Well, hey, Bill, you had some good years for us up there in New England. It's okay. You can act like a crazy old man now. It's fine. Let's see. Oh, wait, we have some. Oh, that's you. Okay, got you. I thought John had shown up. Tennessee at Kentucky. Tennessee romper stomper.
Yeah.
You know, those 2 losses for Tennessee, man, they're looming large. They really are. But, you know, I'm no big Volunteers fan, but they seem to be a scrappy team, man. They really do. 56 to 34 over a basketball school. So there you go. That's good stuff. South Florida, 31. Memphis, unranked Memphis, 34. Oops.
This was the game in the group of 5 this weekend. This was probably the most important game for that group of 5 spot so far this season. So I really enjoyed this game. Memphis pulled it out. South Florida still has the better resume, I think, in general, but Memphis beat the team with the better resume.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Great
Memphis.
Game. Memphis came back. You notice 0 points in the fourth
quarter. I
see
it, yeah, in the fourth quarter for South Florida. Yeah, that's impressive. 3 scores in the fourth, man. That's pretty good. Bronco-like even. Okay, let's see. Boston College dumps to Louisville. Boston College not having a good year this year.
No, Louisville having a great year.
There you go. Next up, Baylor. Another one that I usually plays better than this.
No,
Cincinnati beat the shit out
they're
of them.
must watch. Cincinnati is must watch at this point.
Really?
I love watching Big 12 football. It is the greatest. I think we already touched over BYU, right? I think that was earlier. Yeah. So the Big 12, they might not be the best teams, but they're the funnest teams to watch. 100%.
Are they still spread oriented with the good quarterback play? Is that's what they were known for? Right there at the end before Texas.
I haven't looked at formation wise. Like I said, they're fun to watch. Yeah. They kind of turned into like the Pac-12, but with better defense.
Okay, gotcha. Next up, Texas, 45, Mississippi State, 38, but Mississippi State could have won this game.
Unbelievable how they choked the crap out. They haven't won an SEC game in over 2 years, and this makes sense here.
It's sad.
They had this in the bag, and they had it by the ropes.
They had them.
They are who we thought they were.
Right? If you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
We let the hookums off the hook. That was a shame.
Look, man, Arch Manning took a huge hit in this game.
Oh,
he had to leave with a concussion, and the backup threw the game-winning pass, didn't he?
I wasn't. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah, he got him down there, but man, woof.
You can see they were 4-0, and then as soon as they hit SEC, boom, 0-4.
Right, 0-4. Yep, there it is, whammo. Illinois takes it up to Kulo from Washington. The Huskies.
Illinois is a paper champion. I don't think they're going to get ranked again this season. They shouldn't. Every time, they were the ones that got.
Don't think they make the top 25 this week. Yeah.
So Washington may squeak in, but Utah, this was an awesome game.
Here we go.
Arizona State, the Pac-12, the Big 12 champion of last year. Houston got on them. They came back. Arizona definitely came back, but Houston was able to hold out on this one. Again, Big 12, fun to watch.
Big 12 is fun to watch. It used to be when we were in it, that's for sure. Michigan and Michigan State. This is an in-state rivalry game.
Yeah,
Not surprised this is close. I mean, that's Michigan State's Super Bowl every year. So, but yeah, Michigan outlasted them, hanging on to the bottom rung, as they say, by their fingernails. Northwestern and Nebraska. Nebraska wins. No, it's not a decent game. Nebraska won. I hate Nebraska. Rutgers beats Purdue. Who cares? SMU.
That was such an awful game.
Loses to Wake Forest.
Ever.
Yeah.
Just awful. Yeah. SMU deserved to lose that one. They're out of the race. They're out of the race. Yeah. They only have one loss in ACC, but they're basically.
Kansas State and Kansas, another in-state rivalry.
Yeah,
Kansas State takes care of business.
Kansas, woo! I don't know. They fell off. They started the season great and then just fell off. I don't know.
It's all about that end zone, bro.
What happened last year is this kind of happened with Kansas, and then they went on a run and they played spoiler for the rest of the season.
Did they?
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
All right, Appalachian State and Old Dominion. Old Dominion, does it? Look at this. They've got a winning record, man.
It's not bad. Unfortunately, they lost a few, so they've definitely fallen behind in the rankings.
But they might make a bowl game. Old Dominion.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. Bowling Green and Kent State. Is there anything else you want to highlight here? Wait.
Scroll through.
Let's see. We got Auburn and Arkansas. Of course, you always want to talk about the SEC teams.
1-4 in SEC and 0-4 in SEC.
Arkansas that's one team that fired their coach and still hadn't turned it around. It's not looking good for them. It's tough there in Arkansas, man. Let's see. Anything else you want to talk about here, buddy? Keep scrolling.
Going. Iowa, Minnesota. This was kind of crazy that Minnesota lost by this much.
Yeah.
They didn't look that bad. It was 2 teams.
What has happened to Iowa? Break up Iowa.
Dude.
They have offense now. What the hell is going on in Iowa?
And from what I understand, I saw the scoring in this one. It wasn't offense. Not necessarily. I think they got
it was their defense.
I think it was less than 300 yards offense, I think, or something like that. But it was like a punt return, a pick six, I think, a blocked punt or something like that. Like a lot of
teams and defense. I love it. I love special teams and defensive scores. They're awesome.
It was a full team for sure. So
that's kick-ass. That's kick-ass. Good to see out of Iowa because, they were stuck in neutral for how long, man? It's bad. Let's see. What else we got here?
Another contender in ACC. Good one for them. NC State is scrappy.
Yeah. Looks like nobody's playing defense in this game, unless it was Pittsburgh in the third quarter.
Except for a few teams, there's no defense in ACC.
Okay. San Diego State and Fresno State.
Yeah.
Fresno State. What happened to you, son?
That's a crazy one. I didn't watch this game, but San Diego State's looking good. I think the Boise has them in a few weeks, and that's going to be a big game for the Mountain West and the Group of Five. So San Diego State's in that too.
Yeah. Let's see. ULM takes it on the chin from Southern Mississippi.
Yeah,
good
Southern
Lord, what's up with Louisiana football this year? Killing me.
Yeah.
Killing me, Smalls. Florida Atlantic. Loses to Navy. Navy's still undefeated and not ranked.
Still undefeated.
And not ranked.
They're not going to be ranked for a while. It's just, they're playing bad teams, so it's not.
It's look. This is Academy. Check out the Academy schedule.
Yeah, I mean Air Force is not great. Your Temple's not.
Notre Dame is going to be the toughest game they play all
North
year.
Texas next week too. So
yeah, and that team can put it on you.
And then Army. Yeah. That gauntlet right there. North Texas, Notre Dame, USF, Memphis, and then Army. That's brutal.
These are all tough teams. They can beat you up.
They'll definitely get some respect. So
yeah. So if they continue to win, then we might see them ranked. Yeah. Especially after Notre Dame. Especially after that.
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I mean, USF won't be ranked next week, but they're a quality team.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I made the mistake. It's okay.
Oh, wait.
It's all right. It's all right.
Way to go, Joe.
We'll get. Way to go, Joe. Let's get back down here to Navy, and so yeah, they take care of Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, definitely watching them. 5-0 in American. So. Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
All
right.
Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we're getting near the
We're
end.
getting down to nothing really. TCU.
Too many losses in the Big 12. They need a lot of help to get back into it, but they're Troy 6-2, another Louisiana loss.
Man, the Raging Cajuns go down. What the hell?
0-5 or 0-4 or something like that.
Yeah, they're 1-3 in
I think the last game of the night, Colorado and Utah.
Holy shit! What has happened to Deion Sanders' football team, man?
Well, I mean,
they're grabbing ankles every Saturday. What the hell, man? Yikes!
Yeah.
Oh,
so Utah, another team to watch out. Spoiler in the Big 12.
There you go, man. There you go. Okay, you ready to take it over, man?
If you don't mind, if we have time, can we just check out next week real quick?
We're hitting the schedule for this, or
go to the yeah. Go ahead and hit schedule, and then you may have to go forward a week.
Right. Let's see. We're talking week 10. Here we go.
Obviously, it starts on Tuesday. JMU is an interesting one. They're a group of 5 potential. Keep going.
You're talking James Madison?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But they play Tuesday night.
Texas State.
Let's see.
Scroll
Tulane
down.
and UTSA. Little Southern action there.
There you go. Yeah.
A decent game on Thursday night. I don't know what NFL game is Thursday night, but you can watch that too.
Yeah. For sure.
Friday night, Memphis. Got to keep an eye on them.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're playing Rice. Ooh, they should hold serve.
They should. Rice just beat UConn this last week. It was not too bad.
Oh my God, it gets worse for Louisiana Tech.
Oh, Sam Houston is not good. I think they only have like 1 win.
Okay, I was thinking Houston. Sam Houston. Okay.
No.
Because didn't Houston put 50 on somebody?
Yes.
Yeah. So okay, all right. Come on, Louisiana Tech, turn it around.
Texas Tech and Kansas State, Big 12 game, should be fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona State, Iowa State both lost last week. Might still be a decent game. Penn State and Ohio State.
My God.
This would have been good a few weeks ago, but I don't know what the hell is going to happen in that game.
Right. Penn State has been grabbing ankles for 4 weeks. So, Ohio State should whomp ass in that one.
Yeah,
they're at the horseshoe. So,
they're rested. Mm-hmm. They should be game planning.
Miami. I want to see Miami stomp the shit out of this team.
Yeah,
I'm pulling for Miami. I really am. My wife needs some good news in football because her Dolphins are playing like shit. So
SMU only has 1 loss in the ACC, so there's a chance. But I see that. Then Vanderbilt and Texas. Please, Vanderbilt, please let us all out of the.
Do us a favor. Knock them out of the top 25, please. We're begging you.
We'll see.
What's that quarterback's name? Do your thing, son. Do your thing.
Army and Air Force. There you go.
Oh, here we go. Academies.
Going on.
That look, they play hard against each other. They always do. Should be an entertaining game.
The Navy and North Texas.
Yeah, this is the beginning of the gauntlet for them, huh?
Last year, if I'm not mistaken, both of these teams went over 50 points or close to it.
Really?
Against each other. Wow. Yeah, it was a shootout. There was no defense played in that game. Wow. And Navy has only gotten better passing the ball.
I hear you. Let's see. What else we got?
Louisville, Virginia Tech might be decent.
Yeah. Indiana. Oh my God! How did Indiana get a cupcake like Maryland?
Check out Indiana's schedule because I don't think they have.
And I just screwed up, but that's okay.
Yeah. I don't think they have anyone ranked for the rest of the way. They got Penn State, Wisconsin. Easy.
Right, Penn State, who is grabbing ankles every week.
They had their gauntlet earlier, right? They had Oregon, they had Iowa. Illinois was ranked at the time, so they've had decent. This is definitely not the hardest schedule you could possibly have.
No.
So, I don't know. Between Maryland and Penn State, they're not that great.
No.
And
Wisconsin is just bad.
Indiana.
I don't know how the Boilermakers are doing, but they lost this week, so I don't know.
We could have Ohio State and Indiana in the Big Ten championship, both undefeated. That's
wow. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Georgia and Florida. That should be fun.
Yeah, Texas Tech and Kansas State might be decent.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
This is going to suck. Notre Dame's going to blow the doors off of these guys. I'm just looking at the ranked teams, really.
Boise State, that matters to me.
Yes, Fresno State and Boise State. Go
Virginia
Boise.
Has to go across the country to California.
I see that. And the Cavaliers are being a scrappy team this year, man.
They are.
They're beating some teams they shouldn't be beating. and it's pretty cool.
They're doing well. They're doing.
Come on, you can beat the Cal Bears. Watch the psychotic Cal Bears will show up with their Super Bowl
right,
team.
yeah, Virginia had a close.
Them.
Virginia barely beat North Carolina, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's helter skelter. Both teams. We'll have to see.
South Carolina at Ole Miss next week. Ole Miss should handle that, but South Carolina's definitely got some scrap in them.
They do.
Georgia Tech at NC State. NC State's definitely a scrappy team, but Georgia Tech should take care.
Come on, Georgia Tech, keep winning.
Oklahoma at Tennessee. Oof. This might be the nail in the coffin for Oklahoma. This is kind of their last chance.
What do you mean nail in the coffin? The nail in the coffin, I keep telling you, was the Red River rivalry. I keep telling you this. You just don't understand it. I know you don't understand.
I think you're stuck in the past of what could happen in this year.
I understand there's a new system in place, but it still reeks the same way.
Don't ignore the system.
But, of course, I'm going to be pulling for my boys. Tennessee's playing good this year, man. They are.
USC and Nebraska. I think Nebraska will be ranked again this week, possibly. USC is right under the top 20. They're like top 30, 35. So that might be a decent game. And then, let's see, Cincinnati and Utah.
And Utah, hey.
Utah might.
I was looking at that one. Yo,
that's
that
a late night
cool.
game. I don't know if I'll be awake for that one, but
you'll definitely record it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because, like you said, the Big 12 matchups are fun to watch.
They are.
They are. Okay, well, now you're ready for your rankings, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and switch that over.
So, as always, we don't get the actual rankings until later this afternoon. So this was kind of last week's shakeup. You could see that the top four were exactly the same. From my AP polls to my rankings, Notre Dame was a little higher. This is the same. Miami was down a little bit further, mainly because they have one less games than most of these guys.
Okay.
Let's see here. Just kind of. Yeah, for the most part, it's pretty similar.
It's lining out,
Yeah, I have USC a little higher than the top 25. Let's see, and then the Tulane.
And you've got Tulane in there, and I don't think they have Tulane. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's definitely some differences. I had TCU in there. They don't have TCU in there. So definitely a little bit of differences there.
Yeah. LSU is steadily dropping. Oh, my God.
Yeah. LSU has definitely dropped out.
They may not even be in it.
Yeah, so I've done my cutoff to the top 40. This will continue to happen until it's just pretty much the top 20. Until it's probably keep it around the 30s, 35.
Yeah,
but I do want to showcase some of them falling out, kind of thing.
Right. And Ellis. Yeah. I'm telling you, that's all they're talking about around here. But apparently, during the broadcast last night, the booster section was chanting "Fire Kelly." It's bad. It's bad down there. They're not used to losing like this, dude. They're just not used to it. Yep.
Yeah. So in my point system, just because it is based on the wins and not the, Ohio State falls a few spots because they didn't play. They were idle this week, so they did fall a few spots simply because of that. If they had played against even just a power, four conference team, they'd still be in the lead and won. They'd be in the lead right now, but. Texas A&M got a nice chunk of points for that win in Death Valley, which doesn't.
Look, that's a hard place to win. No matter how LSU's playing, they usually win when they're at home. No matter how bad that team is.
They also blew them out. So
they didn't just win; they beat the shit out of them. Yeah,
so that definitely helped them jump up. Yeah, Alabama has got some really good wins. Indiana, as we discussed, they got kind of a cupcake schedule this year, so they're going to start losing steam, but they're definitely going to stay in the top, 5 or 10 at least.
I like Bama being above Ohio State. I do like that. I like that a lot.
They're down by 1 point. Yeah, like I said, that'll even out, of course. But I don't think Ohio State has that crazy of a schedule either.
That's the thing. I think strength of schedule is on Bama's side. I would imagine.
Well, SEC, right? Yeah.
Right.
So there's a lot more worse teams in the Big Ten than there are in the SEC. So
I mean, shit. One of the worst teams in there. I mean, the worst team probably is Mississippi State right now, but perennially Vanderbilt has been the worst team in the SEC, and they're playing great this year. So that's definitely goes to them.
Georgia Tech, no change there. They're just staying up there. BYU's jumping up. Notre Dame went down a little bit, mainly because they didn't play. Let's see. I just want to look at some of the bigger. Tennessee jumps up quite a bit here this week with their points. Georgia falls down, like I said, mainly because they did not play this week.
Right.
Houston, after that big win, but they got a lot of points, so they jumped up quite a bit. Just take a look at some of the ones that fell out. Missouri.
Yeah, they're the biggest move this week. They went up 11 in your poll, dude. Wow.
Yeah. They went up a good amount. They made it. They got to 18 points, so they've got some good wins. They got seven. They're 7-1 right now. Definitely got some quality wins in there, so definitely a good one. But LSU dropped the most.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
14. Yeah,
I think I actually took a point away from them because they got blown out at home. So they actually lost a point, which doesn't happen very often, but it did for them. But also Missouri with their loss, Arizona, Tulane. They didn't play this week, so just by virtue of not playing, they fell a little bit behind. Iowa State lost. Memphis got a good win, so they went up quite a few spots. With that, San Diego is having a pretty good season, so they jumped up. So those are kind of the big changes.
So as far as now on the left, we've got last week's AP poll, right? Or is that your?
Well, no, this is mine.
No, that's yours. Okay, let's go back to the last week's AP. Okay,
versus my top 25.
Yeah. Okay. This is what I wanted to ask you. First of all, I think LSU's out. Pretty sure they're going to be out of the top 25. Who else do you see that's going to drop because of what happened this week that may not be able to get in there?
Illinois is definitely going to drop. Arizona is definitely going to drop. South Florida is going to drop out. Missouri, they lost to Vanderbilt, so I think they'll stay in the 20s.
Right.
I don't know. I think they'll go down to like maybe 25, 24.
Who comes in after their big wins?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let me take a look real quick. I think Utah will probably jump in.
Yeah.
Houston, maybe.
That's specifically how I was going to ask about Houston because they've been doing really well. So maybe they jump up in there.
I'd say maybe Memphis has a chance with that win over USF. Navy's not falling too far. If you look at the I'm looking at the other votes received from last week, and Navy is about the 5th one down.
Okay.
So I don't think they're going to get ranked this week, but they're close. Especially if they win next week in North Texas, they will absolutely. I believe they will be ranked after that week.
Yeah. Okay.
So they just got to keep going.
All right.
Last thing I'll mention, just real quick, is the Group of 5. Now, South Florida has the best resume of all of them. But Memphis did win. So while this is the point system, I think the lead percentage-wise at the moment is Memphis after that win over South Florida.
Right.
You've got Tulane. You still got North Texas. San Diego State's been rising. Hawaii's still in there. They were idle this week.
The Warriors.
Yeah. Boise State is starting to climb. They're starting to get back in. I think they're at 10% now, which is the last of the main ones. You got Navy, JMU, Troy, UNLV. Took a big hit with their loss to Boise State the week before. San Diego or Southern Miss and with Western Kentucky are pretty much the big ones.
Let me ask you something about Navy. Are they independent or are they in a conference?
They're AAC. Army, okay. North Texas, Tulane, Memphis. They're about to start. They're in that. They're about to do North Texas. They got Army. That's now a conference game. And then USF is an American as well. So
okay, cool.
It's mainly American that has the best chance for the Group of 5 spot, but Mountain West has a few representatives: San Diego State, Boise State, Hawaii. Those are the main ones for Mountain West.
All right. Well, thanks for that, Doc. I appreciate you, dude. Always fun talking college football because I don't watch it. I lean on you for my knowledge out of there. So. I have watched more this year than I ever have, but usually on Saturday I try and unplug from everything, man. We had a dinner last night we went to, so I didn't see much of anything. So thanks a lot, man.
And I think November 4th, if I remember correctly, is the first playoff rankings.
Okay.
So those are going to be great to go over.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to have the first
from
tree of 12.
The real poll.
It's still 12 spots, right? Yeah.
Well, they do the top 25, but yes, it's still 12.
Right. But the top 12 well, they're going to have a
depends.
playoff bracket made out, right, with the power conferences and who's
Yeah,
in the lead
because
for the
the group of 5 is not going to be top 12,
right.
but they're still going to count.
But they're
So
still going to count, right?
they'll have that
They
full
have it
spot locked up.
So you're saying got a chance. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for that, man. Appreciate you. And as Keely Chow says, it's time to hit the big boys. It's time. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? It is time.
Yeah, there we go. I said, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
And we start with somebody has to win this game. No, I'm just kidding. Atlanta's been kind of psychotic this year. They have the potential to beat your ass on any given Sunday. It just depends on how they're feeling that day, you know. Meanwhile, Miami is 1-6. They've lost Tyreek Hill for the season. Tua Tagovailoa is throwing people under the bus without naming names and throwing picks like it's, giving away Halloween candy. So I have to look at the picks I did. I did the picks yesterday with my father. No, wait. The first thing we got to talk about. Actually, we'll finish talking about this one, but we got to go back and talk about the Thursday game. Yeah. I took Atlanta in this one because it's just a matter of time before Mike McDaniels gets fired in Miami. Look, this organization is not good because they have a Learjet owner that's barely ever there. You know what I mean? It's showing on the field. Their defense is ass. They can score with anybody. This guy's a good offensive coordinator, but things are just going bad there. I think it's in everybody's head there in Miami is what's going on, and it's a shame for guys like Waddle. That's a really good player, and he's stuck here. It's like watching Randy Moss with the Raiders years ago. You know what I mean? It's just bad, man. So I took Atlanta. What are your thoughts on this one, man?
Well, first off, I believe. Oh, Jesus, come on. Oh, November 4th is the trade deadline, so we have a week left.
Yep.
Well, so I actually am going with the Falcons because there's one reason why, Joe, and I'll tell you why. I believe Kirk Cousins is playing, and it's not prime time. So you know what that means.
Yeah, I do. When did Penix get hurt?
That's what I've been saying, is that it's going to be Kirk Cousins this week.
Really? Huh.
Ooh. Drake London is out too, though. Just saw that pop up. That just popped.
That's all right. They've been throwing to that tight end, Mr.
Yeah, maybe they'll throw it to Pitts more.
They've been actually throwing it to him.
I have him in this week.
I mean,
I better make sure he's
we've seen the Kansas City Chiefs beat people up with just tight ends, so hey, that's losing London is a blow. But I just the way Miami's playing, I couldn't take them, man. I can't.
Yeah, you're talking about one of the worst defenses against Robinson.
Yeah, against one of the best top 5 back in the NFL. Bijan Robinson's amazing, man. He really is.
So I don't know. And then I think if McDaniels becomes a head coach, or not even head coach, but wherever he goes next, he's going to ensure that he has a quarterback that's 6'5".
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to have a guy that can take a hit.
You're like,
right?
I will never do this again.
Right. It's the concussion kid, look, he's a great young man. He really is. Tua Tagovailoa, he seems to be a great guy. But, it's really bad when he gets up there in a press conference and he starts saying people aren't making, players aren't making players-only meetings and stuff like that. You don't say that to the press, man. You keep that in-house. And he's up at the microphone talking about it. Hey, and he had to apologize for it like a couple of days later. I'm like, yeah, this is bad. Things are just bad in Miami.
And he's even saying, I can't see over my lineman.
Right? Yeah. What the hell, man?
That means you don't know the plays then.
Right. There's something wrong here, bro. Something wrong. Let's go check out the Thursday night game. This guys, it was a get-right game for the Chargers. And, oh my gosh, let me tell you, I felt bad for these guys. I really did. The Minnesota Vikings. I don't know if you saw late in that game, Carson Wentz just threw his helmet on the sideline. He looked like he was almost in tears. He got beat to death during the game. I think he was sacked 5 times. And the Chargers just rolled. No resistance. I think one of the more decent defenses in the NFL is just folding under the pressure of a bad offense. And I'm sure Jordan Jefferson is getting frustrated, but he's not doing the kind of things that Carson Wentz did on the sidelines. There's clearly something wrong with Carson Wentz. He's hurt. You can tell he's holding his side and stuff when he leaves the game and stuff. But man, to see him there's definitely a lot going on in that man's head. They've got to get McCarthy back and just start rolling with that guy, no matter what they get, and give Carson Wentz a break, and maybe just get another backup, because he looks like he's spent. Did you see any of this, Knock?
Yeah, and I will say the one thing that I don't agree with is the that you said was the defense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe this was buckling under the pressure. They sucked from the start.
You told me that. I didn't see the game. I saw the end of it. Yeah.
Chargers, I think, were up 21-0 in the first quarter.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken.
I'm trying to get on
soon.
that thing, but
it was
won't bring up the game.
Yes, the defense did their part for the Chargers and
Mm-hmm.
beat the crap out of Wentz, but it wasn't like it was 10-10 going into halftime, and then finally they broke kind of deal. Like, Chargers were all over them from the start.
Yeah.
So the Vikings defense has definitely not been playing as good as they used to be.
Yeah, here it is, guys. I'm sorry. I had the wrong window up. They were up 21-3 at halftime.
13,
Good Lord. Yeah.
They just kept scoring,
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much every other drive they were scoring. Yeah. And it was cool to see the old uniforms, the Charger uniforms.
Yes.
I did enjoy that.
The only difference was they had the numbers on the side.
I did notice that. I didn't care for that part. Why?
I didn't either. I thought they should just go full on Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers,
Chargers
that
definitely looks stupid.
Yeah.
But other than that, I miss the old colors for sure.
Yeah.
I always get the powder blue.
I don't know how much you saw at the end of it, or if you turned it off or not.
I turned it off at that point. Yeah.
Wentz he did not look right, man.
I saw a lot of posts after.
It was bad. It was bad. He was throwing his helmet. I'm telling you, he looked like he was in tears, dude. There's something going on with that guy. I think we're seeing a guy that knows his career's pretty much over. You know what I mean? I think that's what we were seeing, and it's a shame.
He'll be okay. I'm sure he's had a full career of money.
Right. His rookie season, he won a Super Bowl. Even though he was injured, he got a Super Bowl ring with the Philadelphia Eagles.
And that was his best season by far.
Yeah, it was by far. Yeah.
Nick Foles carries the rest of the way.
I just hate to see these guys when they get up there and they're trying to hang on to the bottom rung. You know what I mean? It's a shame. All right, next up today we've got the Chicago Bears on a 4-game winning streak.
The Bears
Heading into Baltimore, and Lamar Jackson is a no-go for the 3rd week in a row.
And they got a Thursday night game after this, too.
Yes, they do.
The Ravens.
Yes, they do. I took Chicago in this one simply because their defense, they're playing good complementary football. Their running game's doing well. Caleb Williams, he's not lighting it up, but he's not messing it up all of a sudden. He's not really, he's not throwing the picks, and he is getting rid of the ball quicker. We're seeing a little bit of improvement. And that's all that defense needs, is don't fuck it up for us, right? So they look like they're doing well. They're scoring a lot of their touchdowns on the ground, whether it be Caleb doing it himself or the running back. So, meanwhile, I've heard people questioning Harbaugh's ability to coach all of a sudden. I'm like, no, that's not it. They've lost too many players on the defensive side. Their defense is ass. It's one of the worst in the NFL. And when you lose your MVP quarterback and don't have anybody to fill those shoes with an ass defense, this is what you get, a big losing streak. And that's going to continue today, I think. But anyway, go ahead.
I'm saying, where's RG3? Get him back on the team.
Right? Yeah. I mean...
to me, I'm kind of surprised that 46% on ESPN have picked the Ravens. That's crazy to me. I can't find anything really that I like about the Ravens right now, except for Henry. I mean, that's
Henry's.
You could put 10 guys in the box and
you'll beat this team. Yeah. Because they are handcuffed at the quarterback position right now. I don't know what happened to Cooper Rush, because when he filled in for the Cowboys, he was okay. But boy, he is a human judge machine
it's
right
gonna
now.
Be Ty Huntley this week, and
is it okay?
Yeah, at least that's what I read earlier. I don't know if that's still true.
Well, they got to do something, because Cooper Rush looks like ass, dude. He can't.
So it's I don't know. Maybe we'll get a Minshew magic going on here, but
doubt it. Out of Tyler
new QB coming in and everything, don't have tape on him. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
But I picked the Bears. I think they have a much higher chance than 54% personally. But
I just don't see. If the defense was playing better, I'd give him a chance to get some picks off of Caleb Williams, because, like I said, in this winning streak, he's not lighting it up. He's getting on average just under 200 yards a game. So he's not lighting it up. It's the running game and the defense that's winning it for him. And, if the defense was playing a little better, I could see them getting some picks or whatever, some turnovers. But they are playing garbage football on the defensive side of the ball, which is not what we're used to out of the Ravens. And
sorry,
go ahead.
I was looking at the Bears schedule. Now, to be fair, their wins are Cowboys, Raiders, Commanders, and Saints. So,
two of them are probably going to be in the running for the first draft pick. So,
So it's and then they got the Ravens, and then they got the Bengals.
Wow.
Giants, and then the Vikings. So their schedule is not the hardest.
No, it's not. Well, I mean, they were a bad football team last year.
Yeah.
So they've got the the record they earned, right? Okay. So next up, we're both on Chicago, by the way, if you didn't catch all that. Next up, we've got the Buffalo Bills coming off a bye after a 2-game slide.
Yeah.
And they're facing a Panthers team that is playing well this year. They're playing really well. And the running game's doing good. And guess what the Achilles heel of the Buffalo Bills is? It's the running game. They have a hard time with it. But I picked Buffalo in this one. I just can't see them losing 3 in a row, first of all. Secondly, they're coming off a bye. They've been off for 2 weeks. With this taste in their mouth, and they're ready to get it out. Josh Allen's going to probably put the cape on and beat the shit out of the Panthers today. What do you think of this one, man?
Look, it's not that they can't run the ball, at all.
Right.
It's zero has to do with them running. It's the play calling.
Yeah.
They do not run. Cook's average, I think he ran 7 times 2 weeks ago.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about Carolina being able to run on the Bills. That's their Achilles heel on defense.
Oh, yeah. The Bills' defense is definitely susceptible to the run.
But I don't think like I said, I picked the Bills because Josh Allen's going to put the cape on. That's the way
I just think so.
Go ahead with your play calling, what you were talking about, because that's what they need to do.
The issue is, I think the Bills can win this if they run the ball. Easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Give James Cook the ball. That's all you got to do. Mm-hmm. And if they don't do that, and they've been doing what they've been doing and just straight up ignoring James Cook.
Yeah, then they're going to lose. Yes.
So I'm going with the Bills because I'm hoping, just please, I got him on my team. Play James Cook.
He's rooting for his fantasy team, damn it. Help out the fantasy team.
Even if I didn't have him on there, it's so easy to see that they're just not utilizing Cook at all.
I know.
He's never on the
dumb.
field.
It is so dumb.
Because in the fourth quarter.
every time I watch the Buffalo Bills play, when they hand it to Cook, he's getting 8 yards of the crack, not even breaking a sweat. I'm like,
it's insane. I
why
don't
is Josh
understand it.
Allen even throwing the football? What is going on?
He doesn't have the greatest wide receiver. He's got great tight ends.
Yeah.
But why are you not running?
Can you
Case
name
Cook?
one of his wide receivers? I can't.
Who's
Who's the rookie? Now he's looking good. The rookie that they got is
Coleman?
looking pretty decent. Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember any other wide receivers.
Yeah.
But they've been playing decent. But you got those tight ends. You have one of the top 5 running backs. Just use them, man. Even if it's not even to some dump down, some screen plays. They don't do any of that.
But if they don't get their mind right going into this one, they will lose. The
Yeah.
Panthers are playing well, and if they will take advantage of your mistakes.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. I could see it going the other way really easily.
And if you can run the ball, you can control the clock. You can keep the offense, the Bills'
You can
offense.
keep Josh Allen on the sideline. Yeah.
You
Boom.
can't make magic if you're not there.
That's it. That's a fact. Okay,
Maybe
next
maybe-
up, we've got – oh, my
Oh,
God.
God.
It just gets worse for the Jets, man.
Bengals.
Because the Flacco science is coming to town.
I read the article just before this that Tyrod Taylor is hurt, so they have to put Fields back into this game.
You're kidding me. Oh, I feel so bad for that guy. Don't you really want to see Fields go to a team where they have a running game and they use it, and he doesn't have to be the guy?
Because we got Brees Hall, and again, they don't use him because I have him on my team, and he gets his points somehow on this offense. He still gets his, but they don't use him enough.
The defense must be ass.
It is.
So-
It's very, very hard concept for me. Kind of like with you and the Vikings defense, you just always think their defense is good. For me, it's hard for me to not think Jets and Rex Ryan defense.
Right.
Even though that was 15 years ago. Like I can't do it. It's a hard concept to break.
What's the bald-headed guy's name that I always tout as a great defensive mind that they fired last year? Robert Saleh. They had a halfway decent defense when he was there, but the minute they got rid of him, they went to shit on the defensive side of the ball. The guy's a great schemer of defenses. He really is. And wow, it's gone bad there. Meanwhile, we've got Knock gets tired of me saying it, but the Flacco science continues. It's just gone to a different city.
I'm all for it with the Bengals.
Yes!
I wish they beat Green Bay because that would have been really cool for him to beat 2 teams.
The same team twice in one year
in
and
one
not
season.
be in their division?
So cool.
Yeah, that would have been great. Yeah, that would have been great. But he's got – look, there are a couple of teams in the NFL just have dynamite wide receiving cores. This is one of them. You got Higgins. You've got Jamar Chase. He's smart. How many times did he throw it to Jamar Chase the other night, beating that team up? I think he threw it 16 times to him,
Well, he caught
something
it.
like that.
He threw it like 21 times, I think, something like that.
It's ridiculous.
It's a
man.
great photo of him when he sees that Chase drops a pass.
Yeah, and he's just like, what? This is unacceptable.
I didn't even know that could happen.
What are you doing? I think it continues. I think the Flacco science continues. I'm all for Cincinnati winning today. Yeah. And you know what? I'd love to see them jump up and bite the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think it would be awesome to see. I really do. The Icy Hot Bowl was very enjoyable. I loved every minute of it. And look, it went down to the wire. And who knew that Aaron Rodgers could actually get it in the end zone that far again for another one of his Hail Marys? But, it went the way I like, the Flacco science came through, and I think they're going to come through today.
I love the video or the post I saw on Facebook of like this is the year that the first time Flacco and Rodgers played each other, and it was like Madden 2008.
Right? Yeah. just throw it up. Don't worry about it. Just throw it up. Okay. Next up, they should lose just for this fucking logo.
Oh man, I just noticed that before we moved over here. It's like, wow, okay.
The
I don't
San
remember that at
Francisco
all, but-
49ers. Or should I wait. Let me rephrase. The San Francisco backups are heading to Houston to play the starters of the Houston H's. I mean, the Houston Texans. Yeah. That's who they're playing today. Going to be interesting to see what uniform they wear with that H. They should put the oil derrick over here and just wear the Houston Oilers. That would be better than this shit. Anyway, very helter-skelter team this year, and it's showing in their record. They're 2-4. San Francisco, meanwhile, just continues to win. Who knew that they could lose every player to injury except Christian McCaffrey, who always gets injured, and win ball games? I mean, it's a real testament to their coaching staff. I think we always knew that they're really well-coached team. We just questioned some of their play calling at crunch time. That's the Achilles heel of this team. But I tell you, I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers. The Texans are disappointing to me this year. And I don't know if it's a frontline problem. But you know what? I've watched enough of them this year to see that Stroud's hanging on to the ball too long. He really is. I don't know what's gone wrong in that guy's head, but he's not hitting his back foot and throwing it. And he's got Nico Collins. He's not hurt. I don't understand what's going on with this team, man. I really don't. And I expect San Francisco to go in there and handle business on the road. What do you think of this one, Knock?
Well, I think we need to call them the San Francisco-ers because they don't have 49 players.
They don't have 49 players. The ers.
I haven't been a believer. You put much more stock in solid than I have, but it's hard to argue with the results.
They didn't look. They lost their middle linebacker, who is on a Hall of Fame trajectory, and they still shut down the team they played last week. The backup did his job. Go ahead, keep going.
I
man.
think the more Mac Jones plays, the better he'll get. Unfortunately, he is losing. I think they still don't have what's his name, Purcell.
Yeah,
I think he's still out. Who came out of nowhere.
He did get the tight end back. He's got some rust. I saw him drop a couple last week, but they got Kittle back.
Yeah, so I honestly don't know what to make of the 49ers. I did feel that the Texans got a little bit of a get-right game with the Ravens. They destroyed them, and then they went on a bye. So it's really hard to gauge the Texans. I think they will show it better, but I got to give credit where credit's due, so I'm going to go with the 49ers. I think the Texans can bite them.
Yeah,
if they take what they did with the Ravens and then they took this bye week, so potentially the Texans can come out strong, but got to go with the proven quality.
DeMeco Ryans has been a good head coach for them, but the defense is suffering, and I don't know if it's injury or what. I don't follow them that closely, but the offense is healthy, and where is it?
They're out. Tank Dell's been hurt since the beginning. Since before.
Well, Tank Dell, I mean,
same with Joe Mixon. So I wouldn't say healthy necessarily.
No, not totally healthy. Yeah, you're right. But I don't like the fact that he's hanging on the ball too long, and I've seen him take bad sacks too many times this year. It just doesn't look good to me. When this guy is perfectly capable of pulling it down and getting a couple of yards, he's just not doing it, and I don't understand what that's about. Okay, next up, it just gets worse for Dylan Gabriel and those Cleveland Browns. They are going to play that team on the rise. I say on the rise because, yes, the win against Buffalo was pretty big, and we've seen some great play out of Drake May, but I've got to see more from the Patriots playing in the big games, and they're just not playing in big games because, like we talked about with the Bears, they don't have the big game schedule, right? They were last in their division last year, so they are getting the fruits of that, and they're playing a shittier schedule. I think New England wins in a walk today. Your thoughts on this one?
Well, I think it's crazy that New England lost to the Raiders.
Yeah, in week one they got beat up by the Raiders. Yeah,
it's another team that's hard for me to gauge, but I can't argue with the production. I will say this will probably, looking at their schedule, they lost to the Steelers early on as well, who their defense has kind of gone downward, but the Steelers were really good defense start of the season. So there is a chance with the Browns probably being the best defense they'll play all season.
Mm-hmm.
There could be some challenges here. So I'm going to go with New England as well, but I think it'll
But don't
be
be
a low-scoring
surprised.
game.
Yeah. It could be a trap game. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't know if they have the offense to do it because New England's
That's the thing.
defense is really good too.
Yeah.
So this might come down to a interception or a muff punt, something like that. That usually swings the Patriots' way. So I'm feeling and tends to go against the Browns.
Yeah.
So I feel like that might be the difference in this.
Yeah, and it could cause an avalanche if
it
it's
could be a 13
timed
to 10,
correctly.
17 to 10 game.
Yeah. My favorite thing I keep hearing during the broadcast, though, is Drake May likes some booty. That's just it's very great. I love it. Of course, Booty is that's a well-known name here in Louisiana sports. He's an LSU Tiger, and great to see him doing well at that level. Next up, we have the Philadelphia Eagles hosting the New York Giants. I would love to watch this game today. I really would. I took Philly in this one just because of the home team. I think this thing could go either way. They've got some good momentum going in New York. They've got a lot to learn. We know this already. But I like the 1-2 punch of Scadaboo and what's his name? The Ole Miss quarterback.
Dart?
Yeah, Jackson Dart. I'm sorry, I was having a brain fart on his name. Dart and Scadaboo they've invigorated the New York football scene, which has been seeing some bad years, right? And some bad things. Love to see him go in here and beat up the Eagles. Everybody keeps saying there's something wrong with the Eagles, and they won last week. The best tonic for fixing things is victories, and I don't know. I believe in the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they're going to right their ship, and I think they'll beat New York today. But it's a division game. Anything can happen. Who do you like in this one, man?
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the Eagles as well. The Giants, unfortunately, I mean they're. I love the front four. We always talk about them.
That's the thing. They've got to carry them. Yeah.
The Eagles just have so many weapons. They are down A.J. Brown this week. He's out. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, you still got Devontae Smith. You still got Goddard. You still got Barkley.
They have got plenty of weapons,
They got to
man.
use Barkley some more.
Yeah, Barkley has been hemmed up this year, and I think teams are deciding to make them prove that Hurts can beat him with his arm. Yeah. And he was a little off at the beginning of the year. He looked good last week. So we'll see what happens.
So I'm honestly interested to see the future of the Giants. Honestly, especially after this year when they get like Malik Neighbors back, maybe add another weapon in there.
Right.
Maybe another running back just in case. But in this one, I got to, especially at home, I'm going to go with the Eagles on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, my man Baker Mayfield, first of all, lost his man to a broken collarbone. Not going to have him probably for most of the rest of the season. I know when I saw it happen, that's what made me quit playing football, was exactly what happened to Mike Evans. Getting tackled with all of somebody's weight right on top of you with 90 degrees to the ground, and the shoulder that hits the ground, that collarbone just exploded, man. Depends on how bad it is, if it's just a fracture or if a clean break. I don't think they said he was going to need surgery on it, so that's a good thing. And I can tell you right now,
he's still out for the season, though.
I mean, it took me 6 weeks to bounce back from it, but I was 12 years old.
He'll be ready for the Super Bowl.
Right. He'll be ready for the Super Bowl. That's it. He could, if they make it that far, he might make it back for the playoffs. Just depends on, here's the thing. He's going to have to do a lot of resting. He's not going to be walking around a lot. He's not going to be jogging. Look, you breathe and it hurts. Okay? I can tell you this. I've had this, and it's not fun. So he's probably going to gain some weight and everything. He's going to have to get back in football shape before, once he's got that healed up. Yeah, you're right. He's probably gone for most of the rest of the season. He's not a spring chicken. Mike is not a spring chicken. But I believe Baker Mayfield will come through today, though, down in the Dome. New Orleans has shown flashes, but they can't put it together. I'm taking
heart.
Tampa.
They have heart. They don't have the talent, but they have heart.
Yeah, they do. Well, they really do. They do. Rattler's improving. He's not making stupid mistakes or anything. It's just, I don't know. They're just snake bit. Especially, here's the problem. They have to score outside the red zone. Once they get in the red zone, they can't score. They cannot score inside the red zone. And with having a guy like Alvin Kamara, I don't understand it. I really don't, because that guy should be able to score if you get inside the 10. You should be able to. But they can't do it. They have to settle for field goals all the time. Or they go for it on fourth down and don't get it. They have to score from outside. Tampa, Baker, Baker. He lost last week to the Detroit Lions, which they're going to see him again. I think we all know that. That might have been the NFC Championship preview right there. But, yeah, I think he's going to want to get the taste out of his mouth, and he's going to light up the Saints. What do you think of this one?
Well, he's going to light them up, but it's going to be with receivers we don't know. I don't know if Ibuka is back. Chris Godwin is out. No Mike Evans. I don't know who he has left.
He's got Bourne, doesn't he? That was his teammate in college. So
okay.
Yeah, and he's been leaning on Bourne a lot. So
yeah. So but I can believe if anyone can get it done, it's Baker Mayfield with no name receivers.
That's it.
So I'm going to stick with them. They'll probably rely on the run because what's his name? White? That running back? He's pretty decent.
Yeah.
So
is Irvin out? Is he still hurt? Or?
Yeah, you might be. I think I'm thinking of Irvin, but I think he's hurt too. So
okay.
I'm not really sure what their status.
But yeah, the backup White is good. Yeah, he's
so
good.
I don't know. I think they can. I think he'll be fine.
He'll put the cape on. He'll get him through in the Dome.
Yeah,
there's going to be a fight in this game.
He's
that.
used to carrying teams on the back of on his back, kicking and screaming.
Yeah, but unlike Cleveland, Tampa likes that about him, and they're going to keep him around. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God. Yeah. How would you like to be a Cleveland Browns fan watching what's going on with Baker Mayfield since he went to Tampa? I mean, they've got to feel like, do you just hate us? What the hell? Okay, I've got to hear what you've got to say about this one because it's the only game that me and my father differ on this week, and I'm trying to maintain a 3-game lead over him. Tell me about your Broncos hosting probably the number one offense in the NFL right now.
God, yeah. I have to sit CeeDee Lamb this week because as much as I like fantasy football, I can't play players that are going against my team.
Yeah.
So, which is a shame because last week he let it up. He came back pretty nicely.
Yeah, he did.
So,
he showed up. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't know. This could be a shootout. Well, depending on our offense, we can get down early in this one. I mean, you got Surtain can only cover one guy, and unfortunately, on the other side, Riley Moss is. Last weweek he got that penalty that almost lost us the game. So they're going to pick on him, and it's going to be George Pickens that picks on him. So.
Oof.
I feel like this could potentially
Dallas,
be a shootout.
You talk about an embarrassment of riches. They have 2 legit number 1 wide receivers. It's ridiculous.
I think our main hope now, we are the sack leaders, that defense. So can they? That's going to be the question. Can they get to Prescott? That offensive line isn't as good as it used to be. In years past where they just had all pros all along the line, Tony Romo days. So can they get to Prescott before he could throw 80-yard bombs? So that I feel like that's going to be the legit question. And then on the offensive side, can we start early? Can we please not score?
You're playing the worst defense in the NFL, dude. If you can't score today, there's something
what I'm saying,
fucking
and
wrong.
that still worries me because we had the Jets and we barely beat them. So I mean, we played.
That was overseas, man.
I
that
don't
fucks
care.
up everybody.
I don't care. There was no excuse for that.
Okay.
If we can't beat this team on offense like we did the Bengals defense, then there's really no hope. Because that's how bad it should be.
Well, before you make your pick, I'm going to tell you what I said, okay? I told my dad, I said, look, it's the number one defense going up against the number one offense, and I will take the defense every time when it comes to that. So I picked your Broncos. He took the Dallas Cowboys. We'll see what happens. What do you think? Who's going to win this game today?
I'm going to hope that our offense rolls over from last week.
You mean the fourth quarter last week?
Yeah, right. Yeah, they just keep going. I mean, this is the defense to do it with.
Oh, my God.
I'm really hoping that we can take control of this game, and if we can get to Prescott, I mean, we could blow them out, potentially. If you
lean on the running game and keep Prescott off the field, it's kind of like playing Josh Allen right now because, look, I don't care what anybody says, that 3-3-1 record is not because of Dak Prescott. He is having a career year. That guy is playing out of his mind. And it's good to see because he's a local guy, and we all love him here in the Shreveport-Bossier area. But he just plays for the wrong team, if you ask me. But I really if you lean on the running game and keep him off the field, that's going to go a long way. Tell me about your running backs real quick. So maybe we can see that.
R.J. Harvey and D.K. Dobbins, they're doing when they get a chance, they're doing well. Unfortunately, we're going to learn right away whether they're going to commit to the run because last week it was 3 passes in a row to start the game.
Come on.
So,
come on.
It turns into predictability when you pass, incomplete, run the ball for a yard, and then you have to pass again.
Yeah.
Way too many 3rd and longs last week. Way too many 3 and outs. So if they get those same amount of 3 and outs, you're just giving them more and more chances to get points on the board. So I'm hoping that our inept offense doesn't strike again this week because we get into really bad stretches of just nothing.
Well,
nothing
if you start out down, you're not going to be able to come back. Because that means that the Cowboys have figured out your defense and they're using short passes or something, and you're in trouble because they're going to keep scoring. You've got to,
and I think it's all going to predicate on getting to Dak. That's it.
And here's the thing, man. These coaches, and I've seen Sean Payton do it before, and I'm sure it's frustrating the shit out of you. Don't overthink it. Let the maulers up front blow some holes and let your running back get some friggin' yards. Just commit to it at the beginning of the game because it wears out a defense. Those holes will get bigger and wider as the game goes on.
Oh, yeah. No stupid trick plays.
Yes, please. Put that shit up. What are you doing?
Nothing that endangers the ball.
So, okay, let's hear the pick. Who you got?
I'm going to go with the Denver. They're at home.
There you go.
As the sack leader, I think we can get to Dak Prescott, and I think that's going to be what matters the most. I think Pat Surtain will hopefully shut down at least one of those wide receivers, and then hopefully that'll lead them to doubling up on the other guy.
Right.
And hopefully contain. They're not going to stop them. I think they can contain them. Dallas is going to get points, but I think Denver can hopefully be unstoppable against that defense. So that's
because that defense is look. If you like I said, if you can't move the ball today, you've got a serious offensive problem, and the offensive guru Peyton needs to examine himself. Look in the mirror first, and then figure out.
Yeah, if we lose 31-10, there's going to be some serious soul searching after this game.
Yeah, for sure. All right, boys and girls, we'll see what pans out in that one. I'm going to get to see it today, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's see. Next up in Indianapolis, it's a division game, and it's just another team that, by the way, has the luxury of a last place schedule. The Colts just keep rolling, but they are rolling in impressive fashion, folks. They're not just winning ball games; they're beating teams up, and it really. I got to tell you, I hated the Colts when Peyton Manning and Brady were going at it every year, but I am enjoying watching this for 2 reasons: Taylor and Danny Dimes. It is fun to see this guy bounce back from years. Yeah, Indiana Jones. That's a better one. I don't like the Danny
both
Dimes
of them.
thing.
I like Danny Dimes.
Yeah.
And then
Indiana Jones, man. It's fun to watch, and it's going to continue today. The Titans got beat by New England. You knew they were going to last week.
Yeah.
I wish it would have been by a bigger margin, really. Myself, I would have loved to see him go into Tennessee and just put out any. They cheered him when he entered the stadium. The fans know what's up there. They cheered him when he showed up with the Patriots. When he came out of the tunnel, they cheered him in Tennessee last week. So, yeah, the Tennessee Titans deserve everything they're getting. They're an idiot owner group, and that's all I got to say about that. Go ahead and tell us what you think of this one.
No, I mean, I'm obviously going for the Colts. I mean, this feels like I think a lot of people are still kind of waiting for the shoe to drop.
And it's just
because
not
it happens
happening.
every other year with the Colts.
Right.
You know, it happened with Matt Ryan, and I think it happened with Carson Wentz too, where they were in it at the end of the season, and then it just all fell apart. So we're not there yet. So let's keep it going. This is, keep going, Danny Dimes. This is what happens when you leave New York.
Yeah, people flourish when they leave that place, man. Two places people flourish. When you leave New York, either franchise in New York or Miami. If you leave Miami, you're going to do well. The first name that pops off of my head is Wes Welker. When he left friggin' Miami and went to New England, oh, my God, it was on and popping.
If you learned anything, do not take any quarterbacks from Seattle.
Don't do that. That's not good for you. The Raiders are finding that out right now.
Do not take their quarterback. You'll find out why quickly.
Right? Really quickly. Oh, my God. Okay. Actually, the Raiders took the coach, too. I mean, you know, hey, they doubled down on it, man. Okay. Next up, the Sunday night game. We've got the 4-1-1 Packers.
I wish this was in Green Bay.
Yeah, I do, too. Because I'd love to hear them booing Rodgers when he walked in. Because they would. You know they would. But, yeah. It's both of them 4 victories. The only thing that the Packers have over them is a tie record-wise. I've watched the Packers this year. The beginning of the year, they looked unstoppable. People were talking Super Bowl, and then they had the tie against Dallas, and they had a loss against Cleveland. And people had started to question them. You know what I mean? I believe they're coming off a bye, right? They didn't play last week, I don't think.
Yeah.
And they're playing Pittsburgh on their mini bye week. They had about 10 days because they played on Thursday the week before. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens when the new Packers quarterback goes up against the old man. What are you expecting to see in this one, bud?
I don't know. I feel like Green Bay is kind of similar to Denver, where they have a good defense, but the offense has just been not really sure why it's not working.
Yeah.
Like it's the same kind of vibe.
They got Josh Jacobs back there. They can run the football, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, I like him. I'm glad they took him out of our conference. And then for the Steelers, I don't know. I mean, Rodgers has been doing pretty good with DK Metcalf and other weapons there. The defense has been kind of a letdown. So,
Connie, the Pittsburgh Steelers fan says, I can't wait for this game. Yes. You go, young lady. You go.
Just because I think of the potential of the offense and I dig the defense, I think I went with the Packers for this one. This one's a toss-up in my opinion, but I don't know. Just something about the Steelers defense just hasn't been hitting it. T.J. Watt, I think, didn't even get a tackle until like the second half last game. So I don't know. Something's up with that team. So I don't know. I'm going to go with the Packers, but it can go either way.
I took the Pittsburgh Steelers for one reason. Aaron Rodgers, the egomaniac, loves Sunday Night Football. He loves it. No. Yeah, that's why I took him. That's why I took him. I think he's going to have a great night. I think he's going to do everything he can to beat the shit out of the Packers. He wants to send them a message that, hey, you shouldn't let me go, that kind of thing. But then again, here's the thing. He wanted to leave there for like 2 years before he left. But he'll act like, yeah, you did me wrong. He's an egomaniac. But here's the problem. He has the ability to back it up. And, I think that the defense is going to find some answers this week. They're not facing the same kind of passing game. Yes, they're really good. Don't get me wrong. The Packers have got a great young receiving core, but here's the thing: they are young, and I think Tomlin's going to scheme up enough things to mess them up to be able to pull this one out. It's going to be a close game. It could be a shootout, like you said, but I think Pittsburgh's going to pull it out. Okay, let's see.
I will say one last thing.
Go ahead.
Hopefully Rodgers doesn't get injured by his own lineman.
Right. Holy shit, that was funny. That was funny. Poor guy was all
was so
hyped,
pissed.
jumped on his back, and he got up
like,
like, motherfucker, I'm in my 40s. Don't do that shit to me.
What
What's
are
wrong
those?
with you?
It's like a Great Dane.
Yeah.
Those big dogs that
Yeah.
don't, realize their own. Yeah, that was goofy.
Yeah, it was. He was
funny as hell, though.
upset, man. He's like, get off me. Okay. This is not going to be a good game, I don't
This is a
think,
shitty
guys.
game.
Yeah, it is. Chiefs should win this one going away. They made it through the first 6 games at 500 without Rashid Rice. Well, guess what? He's back, and you can tell the difference. They lit it up last week. So, yeah, it's another get-right game for them because, the Commandos, man. Jalen Hurts, not Jalen Hurts, I'm sorry, Jaden Daniels, I believe is hurt. So I think they've already said that it's going to be Mariota this week, which I got to say he's one of the better backups. He's one of the better ones. But against the Chiefs, with their full complement on offense, and you've got the Chris Jones factor and everything, I think they win this one going away. What do you think?
Well, they definitely went into this one hoping it would be a Jaden Daniels versus Mahomes, but
right, that's what the
schedulers
skeletons
nothing
want
about
yeah.
that. You could tell why this was put on a Monday night,
Yep.
and it's unfortunate that we won't get that.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs should handle this one pretty easily. It's just I don't see how they can lose this one.
Yeah. Oh, hey, trust me, Knock will be pulling hard for the Commandos in this.
100%.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be tough for him.
I do, if you don't mind. I just shared it.
Okay,
I did want to take a quick look at the Chiefs' upcoming schedule.
Okay.
Because they got Bills. They're playing at the Bills, at the Broncos, versus the Colts, at the Cowboys, versus the Texans, versus the Chargers. So the Texans ones might be hit or miss, but there's going to be some fun games to watch here with the
Dude, they are wow. They have got a murderer's row coming up, except for the Texans and the Titans.
I mean, we don't know what the Texans are going to be like in 5-6 weeks. So they might be doing it.
I think I do, but that's just me.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. You never know. But if they come back, that could be a good game as well.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Buffalo after this one.
Buffalo, at Denver, and then versus the Colts. I can't. If
that Colts game is going to be fun. That's going to be a measure stick game. Do me a favor. When you're done, can you switch to the Colts schedule? I'd like to see that one. Because I know a lot of people are saying, who have they played? But if they're playing Kansas City, let's see who else they
Titans,
have.
of course, division at Steelers versus Falcons, at Chiefs versus Texans, Jags, at Seahawks versus 49ers.
Okay, so they got a few in there that are going to be tough. I think the ones against the Jaguars are going to be tough, but I'm sure that Fabio will give it up at some point in that game. The Falcons are helter-skelter. So are the Steelers. The Chiefs is a big one. That's going to be a measuring stick for this team. It really is. The Seahawks and 49ers games are not going to be easy for them either. And wait, the Seahawks game, where's that being played?
At Seahawks.
In Seattle. Ooh,
yeah.
Don't discount that one. That's gonna be rough for them. But
Colts are going to try to sweep the AFC West if they can against the Chiefs. They've beaten the Chargers, the Raiders, and the Broncos.
Love it, man. Love it. I just love what's going on with this team, and I used to hate this team. I really did. Really did. Okay.
They used to knock us out of the playoffs every year.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's take a look at the schedule for next week. let's take a look at Week 9 because we want to talk about. I don't think we have an international game again until, or is it that weekend? No, it's not. I believe. Or is it?
No, it's the week after.
It's not. Okay,
Week
it's the
10
week
is
after.
the next one.
But the next game we've got after that is going to be wow.
So you remember that college game I mentioned for Thursday night? Which one was that?
Yeah, we might have to go back and look at that real quick. But yeah, there's some college games you could watch instead of this. Now, I believe
Tulane
I've
and
heard that
UTSA.
Lamar they're eyeing this game to get Lamar back. So
I don't know why they would, honestly.
Yeah,
I would
why
wait.
not give him another week? Yeah,
I would just let Hundley play another week, and then he would have a week and a half on top of that,
right.
and then come back. So,
But yeah, two
at that point, the
teams
season's kind of over.
that are on the ropes probably are going to go into this with one win apiece next week. Wow. Yeah, there's 2 college games on. Choose one of those.
Yeah, Marshall at Coastal Carolina and Tulane at UTSA.
Tulane at UTSA.
There you
Louisiana football. You can't go wrong. It's been heartbreaking lately, but hey. Real quick before we get out of here, we have to recognize he showed up a little late, but he is here.
There are some who call me Tim.
Tim says, hello, Joe. It's good to see you. He says, on my break at work now. Yeah, okay, man. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. Always good to see you, buddy boy. For sure. Okay. Any other thoughts this week? I really hope I get to see that friggin' Colts game today. I really do. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to, believe it or not, I'm looking forward to the Dallas-Denver game. And I'm going to get to see it. I hope. I think the Saints are playing. Hang on, let me check the times on this. Let me go back to Week 8. And let me check the times on this and see when they're playing. Oh, they're both playing in the afternoon. I'll have to check my local schedule. I might get the Bucs Saints, which would suck.
Well, 2 different broadcasts, Fox and CBS.
But, okay, here's the thing. You're right. One's Fox, one's CBS. So we should get both of them. I'll have to look at the early schedule. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get... I don't know if they do this where you're at, but here they only play one game in one slot and 2 games in the other slot, if you understand what I'm saying. They won't show us 2 games on the 2 different networks in both windows, the 1 o'clock kickoff and the 4 o'clock kickoff. One of them will have 2 games. The other one will only have 1 game. And the other network will have something else on. I don't know why they do it that way, but that's the way they do it regionally here. Do they do it like that there?
No, something similar, yeah. I mean, I haven't watched cable.
Okay. Hopefully they'll have both of them on. I hope they do. But, man, I want to see that Denver-Dallas game. I want to see a defense win a game. That's what I want to see. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me, football gods. Knock always messes with me because he's an offensive guy. He loves good offense. What do you got here, buddy?
Stats for the week. We have a little
time. Yes. We got a little time.
Take a look
Go
at
for
some stats.
Yeah.
Now, Herbert is a little miscued because he obviously has a game over everybody else this week for the day. But, yeah, can't we stop Prescott?
That's the thing, man.
That's
the thing. He's playing out of his mind, dude. I mean, if you're talking MVP candidates right now,
Mahomes,
I really think
100% Mahomes.
Mahomes, Prescott, and
look, Baker's not
Mayfield.
even on the list.
Yeah, and it's stupid. It's stupid. That Daniel Jones is up there.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy. Up is down, black is white.
But we know who the best running back in the league.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And football gods, please keep him healthy. We want to see him make a run. Come on.
Now, we generally do pretty decent against the run, so I think Javonte Williams. But then again, it is Javonte Williams playing against his old team. So, yeah, we kind of let him go. And then now he's the second leading.
Look at number 3 on that list.
Yeah, and that's within like 3 or 4 games. Like he wasn't
Buffalo,
starting.
you better eat your Wheaties in the middle. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and maybe use the other guy.
Right, use that guy.
This is from misuse. This is from lack of use right here. This isn't because he's not running well. It's because they don't use him. And of course,
look
Gibbs,
at number 5.
he's got Montgomery there. So
number 5.
this is that. This reminds Gibbs and Montgomery. It's the old Jonathan Stewart and Williams. I forget his first name.
From
the
Carolina.
Panthers.
Yeah.
It was like one of the few times that both went over 1,000 yards rushing.
Yes.
Oh, that was a great season.
It was a great season for them. Sack leader.
Yeah,
of course, it's one of the front 4.
He only got one last week, so he's falling behind.
Okay.
Brian Burns for the Giants. So
that's okay. You got 2 guys in there, though. You got 2 guys sacking people. This is good going up against Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Go, baby, go.
Something's got to give, right?
Come on, man. Come on.
And then, of course, George Pickens in the top 5. Your man.
You see who the number 1 receiver is.
Look at that. 8-19.
He is way ahead of everybody. Guy's awesome.
That's crazy.
And the thing that makes it fun about it is he is a very humble teammate. He's not one of these loud guys. It is really awesome to see for him. It really is. Go ahead.
And Puka Nacua, even though he's on the stretcher every time he's out on the field,
right.
still
number 3.
What's that? Have you seen the video that one guy that he has different skits, but like he'll play volleyball and they'll just keep hitting him in the head with the ball,
right?
Even when he's on the ground.
Yeah.
Like Puka Nacua is just like being carried around the field, but still gets the ball thrown to him.
Yeah.
And then he gets destroyed.
Just throw him on the field real quick.
Yeah, just hit it to him and then wreck him, but he'll still catch it. So that's Puka Nacua right now.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Yeah.
Poor Justin Jefferson. He's still 5th with that shitty quarterback play.
He is the Megatron.
He is. He is a beast.
No, I'm sorry, not Megatron. Andre Johnson, wrong Johnson.
Yeah,
Andre Johnson.
He delivers every game. Doesn't matter. Yeah, and I'm really shocked that he's not being loud in the media either. Good on him, dude. He's in a bad situation there in Minnesota. Minnesota got rid of not 1 but 2 quarterbacks that are thriving right now. They didn't pay Sam Darnold. They clearly said, we're going to go with McCarthy. He's our future. And Darnold knew he wasn't going to get paid. They offered him an amount. He knew he could get more in free agency. He went and did it. And Daniel Jones was like, I know I'm just going to be holding a spot until this guy's ready, so I'm going to go do something else. And they're both knocking it out of the park so far this year. It's really good to see. It's really cool. Interceptions. Yeah. Chicago does get a lot of turnovers. Look at that. They got 2 guys.
Got 2 people on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
They do get a lot of turnovers, man. Get your shit together, offense. Specifically, head case, whatever his name is from USC. Oh,
Williams.
God.
Yeah. I got to tell you, my favorite thing so far this season, I don't know, maybe I just haven't paid attention to it before, but it just seems like it's happening more, is the Peanut Tillman punch out.
Dude, and it's awesome. Thank you, Peanut Tillman.
It.
Thank you for introducing that to football.
I mean, it's insane how much more we see it. They always go for it now.
Yeah.
And they should. Get it, a good amount.
They should.
So if you're going
the way
ground,
it's being coached now, the first guy, get there, get your hands on him. The next guy in, punch the shit out of that football.
And that's not even the thing anymore. Like, or at least I'm saying it's not just that. The first guy is getting a hand on him, pulling himself around and punching it from behind and stuff like that. Like, the first guy's doing it too.
Yep.
Which is crazy.
Man, I long for the days of the last team I saw that was a really good tackling team. Now, I haven't watched your Broncos yet, and they're the top defense. I hope they're really good tacklers. I really do. But you could have watched a video on YouTube where Pete Carroll explained how he taught tackling to the Legion of Boom. and they were awesome at it, man. They wrapped, they brought their leverage. Guys just weren't going any further once they ran into one of the defenders. But this punch-out thing, dude, yeah, that if you can give the ball back to your offense, I don't know the stats, but I know if you win the turnover battle, you usually win the football game. It's very rare that you don't. So, yeah, I love it. You're right. That is a very cool thing. It really is. Okay, that is it for our broadcast for this Sunday morning, boys and girls. I'm going to go fix me some coffee and watch the games. I know Knock is too, and he's looking forward to that 3 o'clock kick, or 4 o'clock his time, kickoff for the Cowboys Broncos. It could be the game of the day, man. The two I want to see really bad are the Indianapolis Colts game and the Denver Broncos game today. So looking forward to all the rest of them, though. Another one, don't go to sleep on the Bills-Panthers game. You know what I mean? They could definitely, that one could be a shootout too. What you got here, buddy?
Historically, NFL teams with a win-turnover battle win approximately 70% of their games. It could also depend on how many they get. So if it's plus 1, 69%, plus 2, 82%, and a
plus 3, 91.4%. Keep punching it out, guys.
So even if you get 1, it increases it. So
yep.
It's just, yeah.
Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
In recent years, the winning percentages have been even higher at around 78%.
78%. I'm telling you.
In recent years, it's gotten only better.
Yep. All right, boys and girls, we are out of here for now. I will be back at 6 o'clock. First of all, I want to thank all of you guys for getting me over the 700 hump. I am now in the 700 club as far as subscribers go. Need a few more watch hours to get monetized where I can get super chats from you guys, but that'll come. I'm in no hurry. I'm going to keep trucking along, giving you the content on a regular basis.
Yeah, we got some really nice people on Kick that want to help out too. So
yeah, and I always have to put them on friggin'.
They're so nice.
They're so nice.
They're so plentiful.
They have bots that can, really jack your numbers. No, thank you. I'd rather do it organically. Thank you very much. These are people that actually want to watch my stuff. So, look, I'm not going to do the whole spiel with what's coming up. Go to my YouTube page. You'll see the schedule. You also see the schedule on joesatmosphere.com. Don't forget about that. And look, I want you guys to stay safe. Enjoy your football Sunday. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. Let's see. Am I hitting the right button? Yes, I am. You guys take care, and we'll see you next time. And don't forget, tonight it's Chillin' at the Club, number 13, just in time for Halloween. We're going to talk about the NBA betting scandal, that actually came up at the dinner I was at last night. I was at a dinner for Louisiana Association on Compulsive Gambling, and first thing he talked about, he said, look, just when we think people think it's not relevant what we do, look what comes up in the news. We're going to talk about that tonight. We'll give you the late game results and everything. And we're going to talk about whatever the hell you want to, because you're the subscribers and it's a chill stream with the chat. You guys come by and tell me what you want me to look up and we'll yak about it. Take care. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.